Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 36. We are hearing how Ariṣṭā has entered the village. And now Krishna standing in front of him, not caring for him, calling him he's foolish. So Ariṣṭā is getting more upset. Sopi evam kopito Ariṣṭah.
Neha ji, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, I was mute. Yeah. Sopi evam kopito rishtah
Kurena vinim ullikhan
kurena vanim ulikhan
udyat pucha brahman mega
udyat pucha brahman mega
krudha krishnam upadravat.
kruda krishnam upadravat.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Thus provoked, Ariṣṭā pawed the ground with one of his hooves, and then, with the clouds hovering around his upraised tail, furiously charged Krishna. So Ariṣṭā's gotten upset, right? Krishna was standing there first he acted like a wrestler, slapping his arms, and then he's standing there, just casually with his friend, putting his arm around his friend's shoulder. So Ariṣṭā is getting more upset now. So he pawed the ground with one of his hoof. And because he's so huge, his tail is also now in the clouds. He's raised his tail and he's running towards Krishna, charging towards Krishna. Agranyasta Vishanagraha.
Agranyasta vishanagraha
Stabdasrit Lochanochutam.
stadrashrilochana chutam
Katakshipyadravadurnam.
Katakshipradravadurnam
Indra Mukto Shanir Yatha.
Indra mukto shaniryatha.
Pointing the tips of his horns straight ahead and glaring menacingly at Lord Krishna from the corners of his bloodshot eyes, Ariṣṭā rushed toward him at full speed, like a thunderbolt hurled by Indra. So Ariṣṭā is so angry that his eyes have become red. His tail is upraised, and then with his head, how the bulls charge, right? So with his horns, he's pointing at Lord Krishna. He's glaring menacingly. He's running full speed towards Lord Krishna. It's like a thunderbolt hurled by Indra. Grihitva Shringayostam va
Grihitva shringayostam va
Ashtadasha Padani Saha
ashtadasha padani saha
Pratyapovaha Bhagavan
pratyapovaha bhagavan
Gaja Prati Gajam Yatha.
gaja prati gajam yatha.
The Supreme Lord Krishna seized Ariṣṭāsur by the horns and threw him back 18 steps, just as an elephant might do when fighting a rival elephant. So Ariṣṭā was charging Lord Krishna with his horns. Lord Krishna has caught Ariṣṭā's horns. He's thrown him back 18 steps. It's like two elephants are fighting. Sopavido Bhagavata
Sopaviddo Bhagavata
Punar Uttaya Satvaram
Punar Uthaya Satvaram
Apatat Svina Sarvango
Apatatsvinna Sarvango
Nishvasan Krodha Murchitaha.
Nishwasan Krodha Murchitaha.
Thus repulsed by the Supreme Lord, the bull demon got up and breathing hard and sweating all over his body, again charged him in a mindless rage. So Krishna threw him back 18 steps. He's now getting even more angry. Mindless rage. He's like, so angry, doesn't know what he's doing. Breathing hard, sweating. He's coming charging again towards Lord Krishna. Tam apatantam sane kriya shringayoho.
Tam apatantam sanigriya shringayoho
Pada samakramya nipatya bhutale.
pada samakramya nipatya bhutale
Nishvidayam asayatardram ambaram.
nishpidayamnasa yathadram ambaram
Kritva vishanena jagana sopatat.
kritva vishanena jagana sopatat.
As Ariṣṭā attacked, Lord Krishna seized him by the horns and knocked him to the ground with his foot. The Lord then thrashed him as if he were a wet cloth. And finally he yanked out one of the demon's horns and struck him with it until he lay prostrate. So Ariṣṭā was charging Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna seized him by the horns and has thrown him to the ground with his foot. You know how traditionally you wash the clothes on the ground, you hit it on the ground. Well, Lord Krishna is doing him that. Thrashed him as if he were a wet cloth. And he's yanked out one of the demon's horns and killed him with his horn. With Ariṣṭā's horn, Lord Krishna has killed him until he lay prostrate. Struck him until he lay prostrate means he's dead, right? Yeah. So he's like lying down. Made him like now no more energy for the demon. He's hit him with the horn, and now the demon is like can't get up anymore. Asrag vamanmutra shakrit samutsrajan.
Asret vaman mutras shakrit samutsrijan
Shipams chapadan anavasthitikshanaha.
Shipams Japadan Anavastitikshanah
Jagamakrichram niriter athashayam.
Jagamakrishan Ter Athashayam
Pushpe kiranto harim idire suraha.
Pushpe Kiranto Harim Idire Sura
Vomiting blood and profusely excreting stool and urine, kicking his legs and rolling his eyes about, Ariṣṭāsur thus went painfully to the abode of death. The demigods honored Lord Krishna by scattering flowers upon him. So Ariṣṭāsur couldn't get up anymore, and now he's vomiting blood, and he's passing stool and urine and kicking his legs. He's completely like thrashed out. His eyes are rolling about. Very painful situation for Ariṣṭāsur. Went to the abode of death. Gone to Yamaraj now. The demigods are so happy. They're showering Lord Krishna. They're showering flowers on Lord Krishna. Evam kukudim.
Just one question.
Hmm.
So, like, until now, we have seen that anybody who's killed by Krishna, either he gets a Brahma Jyoti or goes, like, he's delivered, kind of.
Hmm.
But this is the first time, right?
That.
That the Sur is going to Yamaraj, like hell. I was surprised, like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, usually we hear they went to Brahmajyoti, right? Here
Yeah,
he's
like we
going
heard
to
that either
abode of death.
yeah, and few of
And
them were really
mm,
fortunate to be delivered in that moment only.
mm, yeah,
So there must be something, right?
yeah,
But not him.
yeah. Somehow I don't know what
Okay.
happened here. Why is Ariṣṭāsur not going to the Brahman? That's what you're saying, right? Usually they're going to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Brahman or
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
even to Vaikuntha. So what happened here?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Okay.
happened here.
Okay, so we can find it out later. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evam kukut minam hatva
एवं कुकुर्मिनं हत्वा
stuyamana dvijatibihi
स्तूयमाना द्विजातिभिः
vivesha goshtam sabalo
विवेश गोष्ठं सबलो
gopinam nayanotsavaha.
गोपीनां नयनोत्सवः.
Having thus killed the bull demon Ariṣṭā, he who is a festival for the gopis' eyes entered the cowherd village with Balaram. This verse exemplifies the sublime contrast of spiritual qualities within Sri Krishna. In one four-line verse, we simultaneously learn that Lord Krishna killed a powerful and wicked demon, and that his boyish beauty gave festive pleasure to his young girlfriends. Lord Krishna is as hard as a thunderbolt or as soft as a rose, depending on our attitude toward him. The demon Ariṣṭā wanted to kill Krishna and all his friends. So the Lord beat him into a wet rag and killed him. The gopis, however, loved Krishna, and thus the Lord boyishly reciprocated their conjugal feelings. So here Sukadev Goswami, in the purport, appreciating the way Sukadev Goswami is describing. Sukadev Goswami, expert poet, very beautifully is describing how Lord Krishna, one hand he's killing Ariṣṭā, because Ariṣṭā wants to kill Lord Krishna and his friends. And on the other hand, he's reciprocating with the love of the gopis, the young gopis. So he's as hard as a thunderbolt and as soft as a rose. Depends on how do we relate to Lord Krishna? What kind of relationship one wants to have with Lord Krishna?
And I'm
Depending on
also
our
wondering the
attitude.
same thing as
Mhm.
I'm wondering about the same thing that was asked before regarding why is it that some aggressors killed by Vishnu or Krishna seem to attain liberation, but then others, like in this case, this is the first one where he just says he just died painfully and he went to the abode of death. I it would be worthwhile to dig into why, but I don't
Yeah.
know where to.
Yeah, like for example, Putana, she served him her milk, although it was poison. But anyway, he took it as, oh, she's my mother, so he even brought her up to Golok Vrindavan. There must be the acharyas, there would be in some acharya commentary about this. We can see if we can find out.
Yeah, because I think Putana, she was liberated, right?
Yeah,
Too?
she
I
went to
cannot remember.
Golok Vrindavan,
Mm-hmm.
Krishna's planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's hear what does Ariṣṭā Sur um, Ariṣṭā Sur, pride arising from indulging in false religions, invented by cheaters, which causes neglect of devotional service, bhakti. Pride arising from indulging in false religions, invented by cheaters, which causes neglect of devotional service, bhakti. So the anartha in which once one just makes up something, makes up and says that this is religion, false religions, invent some kind of a false religion, and then with that gets proud because has so many followers, and in fact not engaging in devotional service which one should be doing. That's the Sanatan Dharma of every living entity to engage in devotional service to the Lord, and neglecting that, and then in fact just making up some other religious principle. So Ariṣṭā represents that anartha. Is that okay?
Yes. So anartha would be anartha, right? Like the opposite of ruta.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Opposite of
And you would say,
artha.
ah,
The opposite of artha, anartha.
I
Artha is
see.
what is required, what is favorable.
Mm-hmm.
Anartha, what is unfavorable, not
Mm,
needed,
okay.
not required. So there are many qualities which are deep in our heart, which are not required,
Mm.
and these demons represent these
He was
qualities.
pure rage, right? He was really super angry and stomping the ground and everything. So it's like
Yeah,
hateful rage.
yeah. Hateful rage, yeah. Instead
While
of
Putana,
worshipping Lord
although she,
Krishna,
oh,
mm,
mhm.
instead of worshipping Lord Krishna, he was angry towards Lord Krishna and wanted to kill Lord Krishna. Sorry, you were saying Putna, what?
No, I was wondering because Putana she went to kill baby Krishna, and I don't know exactly what her feelings were because she was sent to kill him by Kamsa, right? Was she?
Yeah,
And yeah, right. And but at the same time, when she approached Krishna, she was at least pretending to be a mother, so she embraced him and everything. So I don't know if that's what makes the difference.
yeah,
Her
that
own
that's
feelings about him.
well, Krishna does. I mean, that's what they say, right? That because Krishna took it that she is my nurse. She is like a mother to me because she fed me her
Mm.
breast milk. That's why he
Mhm.
brings her to his own planet, Golok Vrindavan.
Even though she was poisoning him or
Yeah,
tried.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And that's why there is this very famous verse that who can be more merciful than Lord Krishna. That although Putana tried to kill him, he
Mhm.
gave a, such a high position. So how can, whose shelter I can take? There's no one else's shelter I can take other than Lord Krishna. Who can be more merciful than Lord Krishna?
Thank you for your explanations.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your nice questions.
But there were
So,
even other, right? Demons, Vatsasur, Vakasur, they were all delivered, right? Agasur,
Agasur, we heard that he got liberation.
liberation.
Remember
Yeah,
his soul
yeah.
entered, and then Bakasur, I don't remember what was
He,
writing. Did it say that he got liberation? I can't remember.
because this demon was a gigantic, right? Duck,
Yeah.
Duck, yeah.
huge
Hare
beak.
Krishna.
I think it's a crane, right? Not a
Crane,
duck.
yeah,
I'm
Crane,
not
crane,
sure.
yeah,
A
crane duck,
crane,
crane.
yeah.
yeah,
Crane duck,
yeah.
no? Like, yeah.
It's the
But
one with the
I
long
can't
legs.
remember. Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
So, but I can't remember, for example, when, for example, Pralambasur was killed, or Dhenukasur, or even,
Renuka, yeah.
who was that? Who
Vatsasur
did
also was a calf.
Vatsasur, calf? Yeah, so I can't remember. Did Sukadev Goswami say they were liberated, or where did they go? But the idea
Like
is,
they
of course,
delivered.
that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
It seems that a lot of it is determined by emotion and attitude. Because I remember, because for me it's very new, and a lot of it I read. I don't remember very clearly. So I think in the Srimad Bhagavatam, early on, there's a guy who fights with Krishna. I don't know if it's early, in the middle, probably. I can't remember where. The guy who fights with Krishna, he becomes really, really, really strong through austerities. And all he wants to do is fight with Krishna, but he does it kind of in a playful mood, but he really wants to fight him. And then Krishna comes and fights him, and he just kind of like beats the hell out of him. And Krishna is happy to do it. But I cannot remember. It was really like a cosmic fight, but I cannot remember where it is exactly. I don't even remember his name either. Do you remember that?
Who's that? Hiranyaksha, is it? Is
Yeah,
that?
no, because Hiranyaksha, he didn't even stand a chance. He didn't really even
Mm.
fight him. This guy really, like, he was
Oh,
able to actually, for a while, he was really like going head to head with Krishna.
I
And
think
Krishna
it's
was,
Samantha, who, when Krishna escaped 1,000 gopis, like from the cave of mountain cave.
So, is it the Jamavant?
Jamwant, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he's Jamavant.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
Jamavant, we fought because he's a devotee, right? And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
inside so he's Jamavant.
Yeah.
Not
So they
Hiranyaksha.
fought more than some few days, right? 30 days or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Right?
a long.
it was a long time.
Yeah. I think
And
Jamwant. I forgot the name, Samantha or something. Okay.
Shamantak jewel. That's the story of the
Yeah.
Shamantak
Yeah.
jewel.
Yeah.
and
I mixed it. Yeah.
I can remember it because there was a lot of commentary about how Krishna was enjoying it. Like he was like surprised that this guy was so good or something like that. It was almost
Yeah. I
like
think
this guy almost.
this
Mhm.
was the what whatever. Yeah.
Mhm. It's
And
gonna
Hare
come up.
Krishna.
We are gonna
Uh,
hear about it. Huh? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yes, Hare
I
Krishna.
just
Rasa.
googled about Ariṣṭā.
Mm,
So it is written like he punished temporary for in the hell. After
mm,
that, he got
Mm.
liberated because he was in the form of Meshib, terrifying bull, and he was he has a anger and uh, something like bad situation, something like that, fear, malice. So that's why he just punished for few. Because before he was a devotee named Varat Varatantu. Varantantu. And Lord Vishnu has given some curse, because when he went there, he sat just in front of Lord Brihaspati by facing his leg towards the Brihaspati, Lord Brihaspati. So that's why Lord Brihaspati felt very like embarrassed and insulting. That's why he gave a curse to this devotee, Varatantu. Varatantu.
I
That's why
see.
he became a bull. And after that, their all disciple, they apologized to the Guru Brihaspati. Then Lord Brihaspati said, like, okay, you have to go to earth and you have to fight with Krishna because he was in the village and he is disturbing everyone in the village, not only the Krishna. So that's why it is written, like, when he went to village, so he disturbed all villagers like gopis and everyone, and then finally Krishna fought with him, and as a punishment he went for few days to the hell, and after that he liberated, got moksha, and went to heaven. Yeah, this is written when you yeah, this is written in when I Google that, I got this story.
So we can see that all these personalities who are there in Krishna Lila, they are not ordinary persons, you know.
Yeah, that's why I was
There's
wondering.
always, we hear that, oh, this past story, somehow he was like, you know, due to some reason. But these are not ordinary persons who are here in Krishna Lila, even though right now they're in the form of demons. And then we can see that when one is killed by Krishna, then their destination ultimately has to be good. It's getting liberated.
Yeah, and it says also, right, in the Bhagavatam also, that whoever Krishna destroys, I mean, kills,
Yeah,
that person is delivered. So it
yeah,
means, yeah. So, like what Ratna is saying, maybe it is temporary, na, for a little, let's say, because of that curse.
yeah.
Yeah.
And because he is just now troubling all the Brajabasis,
Yeah.
so Krishna wants to give him a bit of, you know.
Like Shishupal, everyone, right? They were delivered. Shishupal,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, and the other.
Shishupal was
I
delivered.
think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
for us to learn the lessons.
Mm,
The most important is that what we learn from it, like the
mm,
anartha that it represents. So we should be very careful about that. That's, I think, the
yeah.
main.
Because
Yeah.
also bull
Now they're
represents
all
religion.
devotees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
because
because
they're
see the
somehow all
bull,
devotees. Yeah,
yeah, bull
there is a
represents religion, right? That's what I
religion.
was
Yes,
just thinking, that
yes,
why
yes,
this
yes,
anartha.
yes.
So bull
Yes.
is supposed to be standing on
Mm.
like dharma
For
is religion.
yeah,
And
for
then instead of doing the real religion, somebody just makes up things. So real
mm,
religion, of course, is love God, right?
mm, mm,
That is religion, love God.
mm,
Yeah.
But instead of doing that,
And
one wants to make up
I,
different
I,
things.
yeah, right now that those two words, fear and malice, that really jumped at me because malice, it's a very heavy, specific word. We often think about hate, but malice is that state where we are actively trying to maintain a very negative state. And it's a hateful state, but actively maintained against everybody and against God.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that would be very bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it is
So
anartha, something related.
so
Yeah.
yeah, so Ariṣṭāsur, he's representing that anartha, that instead of worshipping the Lord, one is making up something else and saying that that is religion, misguiding others in that way, misguiding themselves also and others. We have to be careful about that. Okay. And then the pastime goes on to, we're going to hear Narad Muni goes to speak to Kans. We'll read that tomorrow.
So, Shilpaji, just a question, like just a quick inquiry about, like, it is the same bull because of whom, like, Radharani got angry, or that was the other one?
Same.
Same, right? It's him
Same.
only. So the story still continues, right? We'll
Yeah.
hear more about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna hear.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Radharani gets angry.
Yeah. Because now they're gonna say to Krishna that you killed a bull, that we're
Okay,
gonna
so that
hear.
couldn't,
Yeah,
that couldn't, then that's why, right?
yeah.
All
Radha
okay.
couldn't.
Radha
Yeah.
couldn't,
Yeah, we're
okay,
gonna
Sham
hear.
couldn't. Okay.
Okay. All right then. Thank you all
Yeah,
so much.
thank you.
Thank you all for all your nice comments and active participation. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.